and that Social Security would then be replaced with a temporary
Okay, so we'll be cutting. Let me get it ready first.
Element insecure. The first midterm election of a Democratic president. Rick Scott contributed personally and mightily to the disaster the Republicans have faced when he said that Social Security should be repealed and that Social Security would then be replaced with a temporary 5-year program that could be reauthorized by Congress every 5 years if Congress passed a bill to do it, and if that bill was then signed by the President of the United States. In other words, Rick Scott proposed turning Social Security into retirement insecurity in the form of a program subject to the whims of Congress and presidents. Today, Senator Scott went to Georgia to help Donald Trump's chosen candidate for Senate, Herschel Walker, and ended up saying exactly what Gary Peters would say about what's at stake in the Georgia Senate race that could deliver 51 Democratic senators to the United States Senate.
We do committees based on how many senators you have. So it's a 50-50 Senate. We have equal number of representatives, Republicans and Democrats on each of these committees. So it'll make a big difference in what type of legislation. If people, on top of that, it takes 60 votes to get through a filibuster. So if we have 50, we're in a better position to stop something we think is crazy.
Exactly. And this is who y'all want to put in to replace Reverend Warnock in the Senate. That's who y'all want to elect down there in Georgia, right? All right, Georgians. This is why y'all is neck and neck down in Georgia, because y'all want to take out Reverend Warnock off of his committee assignments and put in Herschel Walker to take away Social Security down there in Georgia. All right. Okay, so I recorded that last night. I was going to send it out, but I decided to do a video instead because I already have a video up on my channel that I'm running. Once I was going to take it down once the election was over, but it turns out that they have to go to a runoff. And then I saw another video. I saw that the media was accusing or saying that Mitch McConnell wanted to be the leader instead of Kevin McCarthy. And the Republicans were so unhappy with Donald Trump that they didn't want him to announce today that he was going to run for president. And the regular Republicans were blaming him, and that I was talking to the TV and I said, well, Mitch McConnell and Liz Cheney were saying this. Excuse me, that regular Republicans were saying that, you have these radical Republicans that took over the Republican Party, and that there wasn't a good choice of candidates running. And that's why there was such a flip and that the Democrats won. So, but my thing is, why are you blaming Donald Trump? This is not Donald Trump. It's not Donald Trump's fault that the Senate, not the Senate, that the election happened. The reason that the election, the Senate and the House of Representatives is so close, it's not because of Donald Trump. It's not because that you didn't run good candidates. you ran the candidates that you wanted, that your party had. It's not because of quality of candidates. You people that Donald Trump had in your party, that's not that you don't have a good choice of candidates. That's what you believe in. That's what your party is. It's not that you don't have a good choice of candidates. That's the type of people that you believe in. That's your party. That's what you grew within your party. That's the racism that your party is. You don't believe that people should have rights. And so you yourself, Mitch McConnell, are racist. You yourself, Liz Cheney, are racist. I find it ironic that you say you don't have a good choice of candidates. It's not that they're not a good choice of candidates. They're not polished. See, Donald Trump is not polished. And in one of my videos, I laughed because I said, Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. He's nothing but a Democrat. And he's not polished. And see, this is why the Republicans can associate and align with him. Because there are racists in the Democrat Party. Plenty of racists in the Democrat Party that believe the same bullshit that Donald Trump believes, as long as they have the money. Why is this camera shaking so much? I'm whacking this table. As long as they have the riches, as long as they are the well-to-do. See, right? So that's why I said my channel is not Democrat Republican. It's just that I vote Democrat because I can't vote for a Republican who wants to take away the little bit that I have, which my mother taught me. And so when I hear people like Malcolm X, who says the Democrats and the Republicans are the same, especially the ones from yesterday, and I hear some black people say, you know, back in the day, and even some white people right now, like Robbie Starbucks the other day, who kept erasing my message, and he would say, you know, you guys are voting for Democrat, but did you know that Democrat was, you know, part of the KKK? Yeah, we know that. You're not telling us anything that we didn't know. But so what? Going to the Republicans is no better. This is not about Democrat, Republican. It's about money. So what? The Democrats of yesterday are the Republicans of the day, or the Republicans of yesterday are the Democrats of today. What difference does it make? You're stealing our money. You're taking our tax dollars, the collective tax dollars of the poor and working. You're dividing us on issues. Pick an issue. I don't care. Church, voting rights, abortion, racism. Pick an issue. Here's a blank. Fill in the blank. Fill it in. Whatever your fucking issue is, fill it in. They're taking the issue, immigration, Israel, anti-Semitic, the Holocaust, anti-Semitism. Fill in the issue. That's how they keep all Americans clawing at each other. So we never speak to each other. Donald Trump, fill it in. So a lot of times I say things and I laugh. Now, Herschel Walker, I have ink on my hand. Fill it in. Whatever the issue is, fill it in. Me, fill it in. They're going to keep us clawing at each other. Reparations, fill it in. Money for the people, fill in the goddamn gone blank. They're going to keep us clawing at each other. And we are never going to come together and realize that as long as we fighting at each other, as long as we have different ideals, as long as we have different ideas, we are never going to look at our government and say, you know what? You're spending our tax dollars and you haven't paid us yet. You sending money to Ukraine, and before that, Afghanistan, and before that, World War II, World War I, a civil war for this, Africa, Iran, Iraq. You're taking all of our money and you're sending it to a war for what? Does anybody ever ask how much the war budget is? That's our money. That's our tax dollars. We have to protect America. You're sending it to the dome. Whose idea was that really to build that dome? Because if we are the strongest nation in the world, and now everybody sees that Russia, the whole idea for 50 years that Russia was going to set off a bomb and kill us. They're only 15 minutes away from us, and they can set off this bomb and kill us. They can't even beat Ukraine. But for 50 years, they filled America's head. They, our government, filled Americans' heads that Russia could kill us at the snap of a finger. They could set off their weapons and kill us. I never believed it. Neither did my mother. And I said, if Russia could send a bomb to us in 15 minutes, their bomb can reach us. Then they had to clean that up. Oh, well, we can send something to them and we can blow it up in the ocean. But we have a interest in Guam. And we don't want to kill them because we have treaties with them. I said, it sounds like a cleanup job to me. See, that nerd in the back of my head said, I said, this was a long time ago that I figured out that it was a lie, that Russia doesn't have a bomb. Because why does Russia need to attack Ukraine? Because the facility with the bombs is in Ukraine. Right? Russia ain't never had no bomb that could kill us. Why you think the dumb dodo Trump is playing around with Vladimir Putin? It's all he could do to keep a lid on his mouth. That Russia was never no threat to us. See, Donald Trump wanted to make money with the man. That's what Donald Trump wanted to do. And they're mad as hell at Donald Trump. He done stole everybody's secrets and had them for 11 years. That's also why he's not prosecuted yet. Merrick Garland not prosecuting Donald Trump. He would have been prosecuted him. If you or I had stole the government's top secrets. We'd been under the jail. They wouldn't be still sitting around 11 months trying to prosecute us. They would have at least arrested us and we would have had to bail ourselves out and been out on bail. Donald Trump out here having going to weddings, walking his daughter down the aisle. You don't get special treatment when you just because you're the former president. He out here filing motions talking about let me hold the evidence that the government has against me. I'm the defendant. He's making decisions about what's happening with the evidence that the government has against him. Since when does the defendant in a case get to decide what the hell the government does with the evidence against him? I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. Anyway, it's not what my thing is